Hey everyone, I'm back again. Chaos World here, and Adriana. This is what she's wearing, her little Christmas outfit. She doesn't celebrate Christmas, so this is what she's wearing. Yeah, sorry about the lighting. You know how it is. Disclaim about the lighting. So I want to do the BJD Story Time started by Kohaku.Creations, and I like doing story stuff, so yay! So get started. Number one, what is your genre of your BJD story? So for MSDs, it's a bit of everything. There's action, there's romance, there's some horror parts of it. What else? Drama. Like, it's got a little bit of everything. Like, the storyline is straightforward, but with following each character, different things happen. So, depending on each character, it depends. Like, if you're following Maybelle's story, there's a lot of, I guess maybe not like horror, but she kills people. Well, not anymore, but she still does. So, she's maybe be the horror aspect. And if maybe you followed someone like, maybe Camille or something, and it's mystery too, like Camille, then there'd be romance. So it depends on what character you follow, and I have a lot of characters, so choose your adventure. For my SDs, it's a mix of everything as well. I don't know if it'd be horror, really. I guess maybe. Not really. There's not much. Like, there's violence in it, and then people die and get killed and stuff, but it's not too bad. I don't know. I say a little bit of everything for both stories. 2. Are your characters based off real people? No. Except for, I guess it kind of. Like, almost all of my characters have a trait that I share with them. And so that, I don't know if that counts as based off of me, but they're not 100%. They just share maybe one of my characteristics, and some of my characters don't share any of my characteristics. I know for Richard's dad, Pierre, he shares a lot of characteristics of my mom, which I didn't even think about that until I looked at this story, and I'm like, yeah, he shares a lot of characteristics with my mom, mostly because he's like really old school, and my mom's not that old school, but some of the stuff that she believes in is really old school, so that, and yeah, so that's what they share. They're kind of old school. Which character do you most relate to? Adriana. I wish the lighting was better because she actually looks beyond cute. But yeah, me and her share a lot of traits. Actually, a lot of traits. Like, some of the stuff that Adriana struggles with internally, like I struggle with as well. Like, because she doesn't have like a disorder. I don't know if it would count as a disorder. It's not really a disorder, but she has like different things that I guess would be labeled disorders that I also have as well. So, and like some of her thoughts or emotions are like similar to how I feel. And like kind of Adriana, one thing that about her that like we share, and like I can't help it. She can't help it either, but like we're like the black sheep of everything. So like no matter what the situation is, we kind of feel like outsiders of stuff. Like, even if we're in a crowd of people who we know who are friends, we still kind of feel like on the outside, if that kind of makes any sense. It's really weird, but that's just how it is. But yeah, that Adriana, she like deals with that as well. And I guess that's kind of like therapeutic. I think Adriana is my most therapeutic character because she's the most like me. The way that she's grown in her stories is kind of awesome. I don't know if I've mimicked her 100%, but like a lot of things are similar. For which character bio was the hardest to work on? Adriana's, and well, actually, hers wasn't that hard to work on. It's more like her shell that was hard to work on, I guess. She wasn't that hard. Who was super hard? I think they're all kind of, it just comes. I don't really have hard time working on stories. It usually doesn't take me long to figure out something. Even if it's just a little bit about them, it doesn't take me very long. The next one, 5, did you research anything in particular for your story? No, I did not. I just went with it. I mean, I think, like, researching, like, if I write some phrases from different languages, I'll look up. I know Google Translate's not the best, but I try to, like, translate it so it seems, like, kind of correct. Because I have characters. A lot of my characters speak different languages. So if I do put something in there, I try to make it correct. Let's see. Oh, side note. What would be cool is for when you relate to most of your character, for each one of the crew, everybody picks out one trait from each of their characters that they have shell that they share. That would be kind of cool. I don't know if there's a tag out there for that already, but... 6, where does your story take place? Is it an actual place or made up? Made up. Yeah, made up. For MSDs and SDs, MSDs are the real world not post-apocalyptic, but like 200 years in the future. For SDs, it's modern day, but there's like vampires and stuff in it, so technically it's not real. So I try to like stay along there's kind of magic in the SD one. So I guess it's like make-believe. All make-believe. 7, does your story have a bad girl / bad boy? See, the thing is, it depends how you look at it. That's the hard. Like, bad boy as in bad girl as in they do bad stuff. For SDs, for sure, Pierre. He does not care. He's like, I'm immortal. I'm going to do what I want. I don't care if it's ethically wrong. I don't care if it's morally wrong. I don't care. I'm going to do it. But for MSDs, for bad, like, it depends how you look at it. 'Cause, Maybelle's character is considered bad, but she's not really a bad person. It's just the way things happened. She needed to live. So she did what she needed to do, type thing. And from the people she did stuff to, then obviously she's a bad person, but she just has to do what she has to do. Especially at the beginning, because she doesn't speak English. So her options of things to do is limited. And she was in an English-speaking country. She only knew how to speak Elvish. So, and the only person she ran into that spoke her language told her, like, this is your job. You're killing people. And she took it because she didn't want to die. So that was basically that. They're not bad. Sometimes they're mean to people or mean to each other. Not on purpose, or sometimes on purpose if they're mad, but nothing, like, serious. Let's see. Number 8. Are there couples in your story? Love interest? Yes! I love romance. Yes! She's in a romance with another character. My MSD, Tristan, my one boy, he's in a romance, but he's being naughty at the moment and cheating. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know if it's canon or non-canon, but yeah, he's naughty and cheating. He's in a relationship, and I think that's it for couples. And for SD, Richard, he's in a love triangle between Sunny and Charles. And Jace has unrequited love for Sunny, and he's also in a kind of like a forced relationship with Pierre. So that, I don't know if that really counts. And I think that's it. And Willow's kind of in this weird relationship thing. I'm trying to figure it out still. So that's that. 9, story before doll or doll before story, doll before story. So I'm one of those people, like, if I see a sculpt, that sculpt is forever that character because I make the story for that sculpt. 10, whose story influenced you to write your story or join the hobby? Okay, for join the hobby, person who it's people, actually, for the joining. Denali Wynn, Serotonin, and Picaro, I think they were, and Shelby. Back when I was, like, my 14-year-old self, I was, like, watching their videos, like, oh my god, I want one day. And then when I got older, I think like 15, and I finally got that job thing, then I finally got my first girl, which is here. So they were inspiring me to join the hobby, to write the story. Like, when I first started, was actually BJD Love 101. I watched her video, and she's telling her story about her world, how it's like the future post-apocalyptic, and I was absolutely entranced, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. I still do. I just love it, and I hope she releases more. I've been waiting forever, but I've loved it. So I just remember thinking to myself, like, I want to do my own futuristic world too. Like, and so I did. I just started writing about the creatures that I wanted to be in the story, what the world looks like, and then it just went on from there. And now it's this huge big thing that I can't explain in a short amount of time. So that's how I started the story. 11, whose crew would you cross over with? I would cross over with literally anyone's crew, and I have written fan fiction of my characters crossing over in other people's crews. I ask them before, like, hey, are you okay with me writing crossover stuff for fun? And, like, I put it on my Wattpad, and if I get confident, because I get nervous, to read it on here, then I'll read it. So I've done that a couple times. I think maybe I've done it 3 times, and at this point I want to do it more. I just gotta think of what I want and ask the owner's permission if I can, like, put it in there and use their characters and do craziness. And I usually tell them where they can find it so they can read it themselves too and enjoy it. Because I know I would enjoy if people did fanfics or crossovers with my characters. I'd be like, go ahead, yes. Okay, last one. How much did you enjoy making or writing a story? Out of a scale of 0 to 10, 10 out of 10. It's my favorite thing to do, is write for them, create stories, all that stuff. I'm role-playing with them, even though I haven't done it with, like, I've done it, not really. I've mostly role-played, like, in a form of short story crossover stuff. I haven't really just role-played talking with someone. I haven't done that in a really long time. But yeah, a 10 out of 10. It's literally my favorite thing to do with my characters. Absolutely. If I was told, like, I could not make stories for them anymore, I might as well just leave the hobby, because that's what I love to do. So, sorry it's super long, but I'm tired of, I can stand, but, like, no. Oh, maybe standing would have been better. Oh, look at that. I should have stood this whole time, but now I'm all bent over. So now you guys can kind of see Adriana better. Her arms are behind her back, but yeah, that's her little. She doesn't like shoes, as I mentioned. She hates wearing shoes. When I first came back from the meet, I put her on the shelf, and then the shoe just magically kicked off her foot. I have no idea how, just on the ground. She's like, I'm done with this. But okay, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.